Good morning, good morning. I've got a word of encouragement for you today. Encouragement, instruction, strengthening. God gives us good stuff to live by every day. Every day we come to Him. Every day we get filled up. Every day we get manna from heaven. Amen. He says in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 6, therefore we are always confident, knowing that while we are at home in the body, we're at home here right now. We've got a body that we live in on earth. But while we're there, we are absent from the Lord. It means we are not in the complete manifest presence of the Lord in heaven. Doesn't mean He's abandoned us. It says He's come and made His home with us, and we are in Him. But while we're here in the body, we don't see Him. We're not buddy-buddy. It's not like our house dwellers who live with us. We're absent from Him. But, verse 7, we walk by faith, not by sight. How do we walk by faith and not by sight? Well, we've heard something from Him, and we believe it. And so we walk according to that. And sometimes it doesn't look nice. Have you ever seen movies where either the good guy or the villain gets tied up and they're like, haha, we got you, and this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And then they have the slow chuckle, and it's like, ha 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 ha, ha ha, and then the guy just laughs. He's tied up, but he's just laughing. And so the person who tied him up stops, everything stops, and he goes, what? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? You can tell that they're leading you into some situation because the protagonist or antagonist is totally concerned that they're laughing. And they laugh, and then they finally explain that something is different. You think you can stop me. I already have, all my minions have surrounded this base or something like that. Well, he knows the situation looks like something. It looks terrible. He's tied up. The enemy has won, but he knows something better. He knows behind the scenes information. He's heard something, and there's a greater power at work. So when we walk by faith, not by sight, there is a greater power at work. We are confident because we know. And in Job chapter 5 and verse 22, he said, you will laugh at devastation and famine, and you will not fear wild animals. You laugh at destruction or at devastation and famine. You laugh. We're not laughing because it's funny. We're not laughing because that's the church thing to do. Well, let's all just laugh at devastation. We're laughing because we've heard from the Lord. If you rewind in Job chapter 5 at verse 17, it says, how happy is the man whom God corrects. So they've had a communication with God, and they're corrected. It says, therefore, do not despise the discipline of the Almighty. So there's an implication that at some point to walk in faith, you're going to have to be corrected. God's going to say something to you that changes how you act, how you feel, what you believe. And then, when destruction and famine rears its ugly head, you laugh. You say, ha 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 ha. God's told me something different, and I'm walking with Him. I have insider information. The minions have surrounded the base, and I am being set free. And I liked in this passage in Job, if you go all the way down then to verse 27, he says, look, we have investigated all this. So he goes on telling you all these good things that'll happen to deliver you. And they said, we have investigated all this, and it is so. Hear it and know for yourself. So we can walk in faith off of what we've heard. We've heard it from Paul. Paul wrote some things down. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Paul wrote something down. You hear it from preachers, you hear it from friends, you hear it from mom and dad, and that's good. You can operate by what you heard from a friend for a time, but they said here, it's so. I've heard it. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you come and hear it and know for yourself. Come to the Father and hear from the Spirit. Know for yourself it is true. And then you will laugh at destruction and famine. Then you will laugh at calamity because you have insider information. You can walk by faith and not by sight. Amen.